We first realized Charlie had executive functioning challenges in the public school system when we realized he had tons of missing assignments, and we had no idea about that.
At public school, it was hard for my teachers to understand why I was struggling on assignments because I presented a version of myself that was highly articulate and high functioning. And when I struggled to turn in my assignments and to get started on larger assignments, it came off as lazy or as if I wasn't trying, when in reality, I didn't have the support I needed to complete these assignments.
We felt like every day we had to be involved or else he was not going to succeed. And that's not good for a high school student. First of all, he should be, not requiring his parents' help as much at that point. So we had to step in and really be tutor, teacher, as well as parent. And that kind of, ruined the parent-child relationship because it created a lot of strain.
It just seemed like there was no way out, and the homework kept piling up. And it was incredibly difficult for me, and I was very frustrated with myself, as I knew I wasn't necessarily living up to my potential, and I didn't have the support I needed from my teachers to reach that potential.
When Charlie was at his previous school, one of his challenges was he would get overwhelmed when he would have a big assignment presented, and he would, just freeze. He couldn't get started on the assignments. At Fusion, with the one-on-one teaching style, they could help him get started in small chunks so that things would not seem overwhelming, and they would help him through. He therefore developed his own executive functioning skills more by them shepherding him through the process one-on-one. That would never have happened at his previous school.
Coming into Fusion was a revelation. I found myself surrounded by people who actively supported me and wanted me to succeed, teachers who would check in on me and make sure I had completed all my assignments.
Every single day, we as parents get a report from each teacher. So we really can track how things are going, if there are any challenges. In the public school system, we might not know there was a problem until 3 weeks later. By then, it was too late. By the end of his time at Fusion, the teachers were sending reports, glowing reports every day about what a pleasure it was to have Charlie in class, how excited he was, and his grades were, spectacular.
I found myself in a class completely personalized to my interests, and it helped me dive back into how much I love learning.
They were able to inspire him and get him to be passionate about subjects again, which he had completely lost in the public school system. That was our Charlie that we had back.
At traditional school, I lost my love for learning, and at Fusion, I got it back.
If your child is struggling with executive functioning in the traditional school setting, don't wait. Find another solution. For us, Fusion was that solution.